Hi there, I'm Ole Kibsgaard and I'm here to talk about this beautiful preamp, which is custom built for me a couple of years ago by Sten Skrydstrup, and I think the new one he makes now are called ACC1 Acoustic Preamp. And it's a beautiful, it's a very wonderful piece of art because it has a very warm and right through sound. As all his other products, it's very silent and it has very easy few knobs, and I think it's for me it's the perfect choice for my acoustic guitar. Let me go through the knobs for a little while. We have an input gain. There's a boost function. Then there's a high cut, a low cut, which is very useful for acoustic guitar. Often when you play alone acoustic guitar, you don't need to cut that much bass off, but in a band or on an album, you very often cut a lot of, from around maybe 200 hertz or so, you cut it out because it makes the sound mud a lot. Then we have the equalizers. There's a Q. You can make a very narrow Q, you can make a broad Q, you can choose the frequencies, and you can gain or turn down the volume of these frequencies. Very easy to use. And then the special thing about this preamp is it has two compressors, two 1176 compressors like the old one I have over here in my studio, the universal audio thing. The reason why there are two compressors is that when you play, for example, with your fingers, you play soft finger picking, you need to maybe have a kind of hard attack on your compressor to make it work, to make it glue your playing together. And if you suddenly in the same song are about to play with a pick and really give it a lot of energy into the guitar, the sound will totally squeeze together and you have to use another attack. I have attack 1 and attack 2 I will demonstrate later, and that's very useful, I think. Then we have there's an auxiliary function, send and return, and I use that for my, I have a little board which I will demonstrate later. I have a reverb pedal and I have a volume pedal. And then we have the output level here. So let me start by playing a little bit just with the fingers, and now I use attack 1. So it has a lot of attack now. And you can see here the gain reduction, how much it's... So you can actually see like 3 or 4 dBs gain reduction while I played with the fingers. If I now grab the pick with the same compressor attack, you will see it will totally squeeze the sound. But then I can press attack 2 and I'll have... Maybe I'll play a little something with some more power. It's still is a little bit too hard. You can adjust it between your attack and your input volume on the compressor. So, but it's very nice to have two of those. I think I use it a lot. Maybe I should tell you a little about the thing I have on the floor. We have the Skrydstrup AGS2 remote box, which has one knob for the boost function. You can listen to the difference between. Of course, you can adjust the level on your knob here on the preamp. Then we have the Attack 2. As long as I don't play hard, it doesn't make any big difference right now. And it has mute function, which also is good. In the middle, we have the tuner. And the tuner has like two knobs. One where you can change. I always use the chromatic tuner, but you can also choose the scope, like the Pedersen tuners. So, but they're a bit confusing for me. I always use the chromatic tuner. Then you have a possibility of changing the chamber tone. So right now I press both knobs at the same time. It says 0. I can push one of them 2 times. We have now number 2. That means that the chamber tone is 442 hertz. When you play with the classical instrument, symphony orchestras or stuff like that, they always play in 442 hertz. So it's a nice little thing to do that. I'll take it back to the rock or the rhythmic chamber tone, which is 440 hertz. Besides the little remote box, I just have a little Neunarber or Immerse. It's a reverb pedal. And I have a volume switch, so I can do like. Some mood stuff if I like that. Everything is hooked up with the wires or with cables. So I have like this only one. I pull them out of the back of my flight case, and I'm ready to play. It's a very simple setup. I've had different other setups through the years. And this one is not the lightest one. It's actually pretty heavy, but it sounds so much better than the other setups I used to use. I still have some of the old stuff, and I'm, always working with changing the reverb and see how it works with this preamp. But I'm so satisfied about this box. It's of course in a studio situation, I would always put like a big fat microphone in front of the guitar and record this. But in a live situation, this is not a possibility. This will feed and this will make a lot of trouble for you and your musicians. So this one is the closest thing I get to the perfect acoustic sound live on stage.